Today we're covering inversion tables. I'll show you how to set your table and adjust it to your height, as well as how to get on and off it safely. Later in the video, I'll give you my top 3 recommendations for tables that you can purchase for use at home. Hi, it's David Spear from Practically Fit, the video series where I show you how to make sensible and informed decisions about your health and fitness. If you're new here, please click the subscribe button below and check out my blog for a deeper dive into the science. So let's get started. Inversion tables have become a trendy piece of fitness equipment in the past decade, although they've been around for a lot longer. If used correctly, these tables can be an effective way of alleviating back pain and increasing flexibility. So right now, we're going to take a look at a table, adjust a few settings, and show you how to have an effective and safe inversion table experience. The first thing to do is to check to see whether or not the table is sturdy. The next thing we're going to do is adjust the table for height. By pulling the spring-loaded pin out, you can slide to your desired height level. My table goes from 4'10" to 6'6". To get onto the table, make sure that the ankle hold is out. By pulling on the spring-loaded position here at the ankle, you can move the ankle bars out and in. Make sure it's out enough so that you can get your ankles in without squeezing them or without it being painful. Grab hold of one bar to get on the table, slide one ankle into the ankle hold, slide the other ankle into the other side. Pull on the spring-loaded pin to let the ankle bar drop and hold your ankles. One thing I highly recommend here is that you use sneakers when you're using an inversion table. Try not to do this in socks or with bare feet, as your feet can slip, and if you're upside down, that can be quite dangerous. Now lean against the table, tilting back to your desired incline that you set. If you'd like to get more of a stretch, you can bring your arms behind you and go into a full stretch. This is a 15-degree inversion. To get off the table, you're going to bring yourself to horizontal, hold for about 15 seconds, and then let the table come forward. And as you do, bring your head up off of the pad until you're vertical. Release your ankles by moving the ankle bar out. Step off one side, then the other, and then you're off the table. Let's go to the classroom. Welcome to the classroom. What I'd like to do is talk with you about a few studies that have been done on the effect of inversion. In 1960, one of the first published studies was done by Sheffield and colleagues. And what they found was that inversion table regimens were able to take 155 of the 175 subjects they studied and get them back to their prior functioning level. In 1980, 20 years later, Vernon and colleagues looked at the effect of inversion on EMG, or electromyography, a measurement of the muscle's activity, and found that a regimen of inversion was able to reduce levels of EMG or calm down tight muscle. And in 2012, more recently, Prasad and colleagues looked at the effect of inversion on whether or not patients would need surgery, and found that those who went through an inversion regimen versus standard physical therapy were able to stay away from surgery. 76.9% of those patients who went through inversion did not need surgery. So what's the conclusion? Well, it looks like inversion decreases muscle tightness and EMG, as Vernon found, and also increases muscle flexibility. And this was theorized all the way back in 1960 when Sheffield did his study. So there are a lot of positives about inversion, as you can see. Although it's difficult to argue against the positives of inversion, there are some negative consequences that can result. I'm calling this the dark side for dramatic effect. Recently, in 2019, Kondrashova and colleagues looked at the effect of inversion on various pressures throughout the body. Specifically, they were looking at pressures in the optic nerve, in the eye, the internal carotid artery in the neck, the middle cerebral artery in the brain, blood pressure throughout the body, and heart rate as well. And what they found was that 3 minutes of inversion were able to significantly increase pressures in the eye as well as pressures in the carotid artery. They warned that inversion can lead to headaches, persistent blurred vision, as well as contact lens discomfort. They also said that inversion is not appropriate for individuals who may be suffering from increased pressures, whether that be hypertension or high blood pressure, or even glaucoma, where pressures in the eye may be elevated. So now that you have information about the positives and the negatives about inversion, let me give you some of my recommendations. The first thing I would suggest is to start slow. It may take time to adapt to an exercise regimen where you are hanging upside down. Number 2, start with 15 degrees. You only need to reduce the load by about 60% in order to feel any kind of benefit. To give you an idea, load in the back is reduced by 50 to 80% when just reclining compared to standing. So that indicates that you don't need to turn yourself completely upside down. Starting with a 15-degree inversion should be enough. Practice for about 3 to 5 minutes. If you're feeling weird or lightheaded or dizzy, even before that, then stop and slow down, and then pick it up the next day. Practice 3 times a week to begin. You can always increase that over time. Stop if you have any signs and symptoms of lightheadedness, dizziness, increased pressures in the head, headaches, anything like that. And if those consistently persist over time, then I would suggest not doing an inversion table regimen until you check with your physician. The last is consult a health professional, whether that be your physician or other health professional that you trust. Let them know that you are embarking on an inversion program. Remember this, inversion tables are not the end-all be-all. So it is one way of reducing pressure in the back, reducing muscle tightness, increasing muscle flexibility. However, your exercise program should include strengthening of back muscles, increasing mobility of back muscles, and increasing the stability of back muscles. So all of those, with the inversion as an additive, would make for a wonderfully well-rounded exercise program. As promised, here are 3 inversion tables that I recommend to get you started on your upside down journey. Coming in at number 1, the Innova ITX 9600, one of the overall best inversion tables on the market today, featuring 6 different degree settings, ergonomic handholds, reversible ankle holding blocks, and an adjustable headrest. The table retails for about $130. For something more luxurious, which will set you back about $150, I recommend the Innova ITM 4800 Advanced Heat and Massage Inversion Table, featuring an adjustable rectangular pad which massages the back and applies heat, also with an adjustable headrest, leg extension, and ergonomic ankle holding system. This table comes with 6 inversion options and is easy to use. A more economical choice at $119 is the BodyVision IT 9825. This table features a memory-style foam backrest with removable headrest pillow and removable lumbar support pad that can be adjusted to lower, middle, upper back, shoulders, and neck. It also has 4 adjustable foam leg rollers for the ankles to prevent pinching, easy height selector, and 4 inversion positions. This table also folds for space saving and has wheels for convenient storage and portability. Now you know how to set up and use your table for an effective inversion experience, and you've been introduced to some of the data on the use of inversion for alleviating back pain. If you'd like to purchase an inversion table for home use, then please check out the links below. And if you'd like more science, then please visit my blog. Also, don't forget to like this video and click the subscribe button. And leave any questions or comments you might have. It was great to see you here. Thanks so much for watching Practically Fit. See you next time.